What's good with y'all boys, man? We about to watch foot fondler gets caught in front of his dad. I don't know what that means, but let's check it out.
We're going from looking at feet, looking at shoes, stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and breaking into their rooms.
The big thing that I got going on, it's like like a foot fetish, you want to call it.
So, and
Bro, okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. I ain't hating on that. But you can't go from you started off crazy. I don't even know where to start.
entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs, that's this
And look
step.
how calm you are. Look how sad his dad is.
What would be the next step after that?
What started out as a burglary turned into a nightmare for multiple women on what should have been a relaxing 4th of
Did you
July
just break in and sniff women's feet, bro?
weekend. A resort nestled on the coast of Lake Tahoe, Nevada, became the center of this bizarre crime spree during the nights of June 30th
What makes
and
you
July
do this?
3rd, 2022. The events earned the assailant the nickname Foot Fondler. The escalating nature of his crimes leaves investigators
And when you
asking,
go to jail, nigga, you're gonna be known as the foot fondler. You're like a super villain, nigga. They're gonna put you in a comic book.
what drove him to commit these strange acts, and what was he planning to do next?
I don't know why I would do it. It was really stupid.
And you look just like the type of nigga to go on some foot freaky free like it is, bro. A foot freaky frenzy, bro. That's what you was on, bro.
It's August 1st in the residential neighborhood of Atwater, California, where two investigators with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office have traveled over 200 miles to serve a fugitive warrant. Nearly a month
Nigga has
after
a
the
warrant,
incidents
bro.
that terrorized
Nigga has-
the
bro.
residents of Lake Tahoe, the investigators prepare to question
This nigga went on a foot freaky frenzy, got away for it for a little minute, thought he was good, and had a warrant this whole time.
26
You really are a villain.
Mark Anthony Gonzalez.
Look at him.
Leading to an unusual
You're
conversation
26? Yo.
with disturbing insights and jaw-dropping revelations. The following footage has never been seen before.
Are you Mark?
Yes.
Hi, Mark. I'm Detective Jenkins. You're with partner Detective Schultz.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
I would not touch that nigga hand, not gonna lie.
Would you mind stepping back to our Jeep?
Pleasure, right here. Morning.
No.
We're gonna walk this
I don't know. He probably punched him in his shin, bro.
So, Mark, the reason that I'm here I'd like to chat with you a little bit about your family vacation to Lake Tahoe around the 4th of July.
Okay.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about your vacation?
We just went over there to, have a good time 4th of July weekend. We just went over there to,
Yo, go watch that video of that meat cannon about the goon nigga, bro, that I posted. He looked just like that nigga.
we normally go every year, 4th of July. We went boating and just things like that. Wanted to have a good time. That's it. Nothing too big.
The officer is well aware that Mark's definition of a good time goes beyond boating on the lake, but before she confronts him with what she knows, she first informs him of his Miranda rights. But Mark chooses to be anything but silent.
So I'd like to talk to you about some of your activities while you were up in Lake Tahoe.
Okay.
Okay. Specifically the rooms that you went into of the women and touching their feet. And before
Okay, boom, you walk in. She's sitting on a chair or some shit. Here you is. You pick up her feet and you just start touching on it and you just run out. Is that what I'm
before you
going
tell me
on
that you
here?
didn't do anything like that, I'm going to tell you this is your one opportunity to be straightforward with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that it was you because you left your fingerprints behind.
According to victim statements, on the nights of July 2nd and 3rd, Mark
Like,
entered
look at this nigga. He did not, bro. Not a care in the world, bro. He did this shit on a whim, bro.
2 separate rooms at the resort through unlocked sliding glass doors. One woman described waking up as her blankets were being lifted from her body, while another was awoken by the sensation of someone rubbing her legs and feet. The officers will soon confront Mark with more disturbing details from these incidents, but for now, they continue to question him about his deranged motive.
So I don't understand why you did those things. I'm trying to understand. I've never met you. I don't know anything
Boy, she looked like she could punch the chin off this nigga.
about you.
Yeah.
So can you kind of explain it to me?
Just out of dumbness.
I told you, he did this shit on a whim.
I don't know why I would do it. It was really stupid.
Well, and I'm sure you can appreciate 4th of July. There's a ton of women up there. Why those rooms? Why did you go into those rooms?
You know, every room looks the same. It was out of dumbness that I did it, and I don't know why I would do it. Just a stupid thing.
Okay.
But
He's saying this shit like it's like you just like you was vaping in this bathroom at school or some shit, nigga. No, nigga, you broke into rooms and touched on feet, bro. You did something crazy.
yeah,
How did you get into the
This
rooms?
nigga's crazy.
I mean, how did you just, I guess, pick the room or decide
well,
what
because
room?
every room looks the same. I honestly did think they were like the rooms that I was gonna
Bro, stop it, bro. No, you didn't, bro. You gooned inside there, bro.
come back into, but they all look in that resort like they're all the same room and stuff. But
How did you get in there, bro?
just went in just through the back.
Mark can't seem to decide whether he entered their rooms by mistake or if he had a more nefarious purpose. Thankfully, the officer gives no attention to his excuse.
So you went in,
Yeah.
and then the ladies explained to me that you were rubbing their legs and their feet. What's the deal with that?
Just a dumb thing that I have. It's like a little fetish thing that I got going on.
I don't
But
know
it's-
you, so
it's
explain
dumb.
it to me. Just explain it to me. No
It's-
judgment.
Yeah.
No zero
Well,
judgment.
it's
Okay.
like a big thing that I got going on. It's like like a foot fetish, you want to call it,
Okay.
and it's stupid.
Have
I know
you
it's
have you done anything like this before?
no.
Mark is quick to deny it, but as it will soon be revealed, this isn't the first time his self-described foot fetish would land him in hot water with the police. For now, the officer attempts to figure out his state of mind and learns something that may suggest Mark's crimes are
He has the build of a freaky ass nigga, like them niggas that you need to watch.
escalating.
What was the draw, or what was exciting about it for you? Was it the feet themselves? Was it the excitement of the I shouldn't be doing this? What was the deal with that?
Honestly, I really don't know. It's just like wanting to go the next step, you know?
So what was the first step?
Like,
Yeah.
No,
just I don't know.
What's the first step?
thank you.
Well, just like
I hear you
watching
say that you have
things,
a foot fetish. Okay, what
Yeah.
kind of stuff do you watch?
just like dumb, like just random, you know,
Like
stuff
regular,
that.
or is there like I don't know?
It's
Is
just
there like
it's just
foot-
regular. It's just there is, but I just normally just do the regular.
Have you ever done anything like that, like stolen shoes, taken shoes,
No,
anything
no,
like that?
just I bought in shoes from women and
Women's
stuff, like
shoes.
online and all that.
The officer isn't simply making an educated guess about his activities. While she's keeping her awareness of Mark's history close to the vest for now, she'll soon explain what she knows about the case in shocking detail. In the meantime, as Officer Jenkins continues to question Mark, Officer Schultz decides to call in for backup to prevent an uncomfortable situation from unfolding when a family member begins watching the encounter from a distance.
Hey, could you ask a unit to meet us over here? Yeah, we're going to be doing that here shortly. So we just, like for black and white, we got a family member that's out here just for a cover for us.
See, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea why I would do that. It's just like a thing that I have going on, and I know it's not the right thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Unfortunately, no, it's
Yeah.
not. Have you spoken with someone about
I was talking to a therapist, but like
what have you
it's been a
learned?
while.
Okay.
Yeah, a few things. How to try to cope with it. Wear a little, wristband and stuff to kind of cope with that situation.
While the
You wore a wristband to try to prevent you from breaking into rooms and gooning on feet, bro.
use of a wristband is a documented
Can you-
tactic used by some psychologists to mitigate unwanted behaviors. It's interesting to note that Mark does
I'm
not
wearing
appear to be
wristbands,
wearing
nigga. That
one.
shit ain't gonna stop
When
him
you
from
say
doing
wear a
no crazy
wristband to,
shit.
like,
Well, just like if I do get into that stage, I'll normally, try to wear it, and it'll snap me out of things doing, weird
Okay.
things like that. And
Oh yeah, nigga. You know what? You right, bro. You thinking that you need to go break in rooms and touch on feet, nigga? Here you go. When you wear this, my nigga, you will be good.
you
Come on,
been
bro.
doing weird things like that for some time?
no.
Now, why
no,
is the
just
next step breaking into
watching-
rooms and
watching,
touching
Like I
feet?
said, watching just kind of.
Why not the
Okay.
consensual way?
To deal with it.
Yeah.
How long have you had the foot fetish?
Honestly, like more than 7 years.
And you got a butt chin.
How
He
long
got
was
Peter
26?
Griffin balls
Okay,
chin.
so
Look at
before
that
you
nut
were an
section.
adult.
Yeah.
How did you, I guess,
I guess people just like have their own thing, Like
Yeah.
I guess
what's
that's
the
how
first time
Ain't
you
nothing
remember
wrong with that,
having,
man.
like, a
But
thing
your
with
own
your feet?
thing,
How did you
nigga.
discover it?
I honestly have no idea. I think I might have seen something that I liked during watching something like that, and it
Okay.
just stuck with me
Just
for,
stuck with you.
for a while. Yeah, it just
Okay.
never went away.
After gaining some insights into Mark's compulsions, the officer circles back to the incident that brought them to his front door and refers to an earlier statement he made that has some deeply unsettling implications.
You know that you have this foot fetish, and then this was because you wanted to, I think you said, take the next step.
Yeah.
So entering their rooms and touching their feet and legs, that's this step. What would be the next step after that?
Well, I mean, I'm not too sure. Just something going on with like.
Was there more that you were wanting to do that you didn't?
No.
Please forgive the personal nature of my questions, and I know it might be awkward talking to a female. If you prefer to talk to me,
No, it's fine.
I appreciate your honesty. I do. No
The other nigga, he freaked out. He probably like this.
judgment from me. Okay, no matter what we talk about, zero judgment.
Yeah.
Okay, we all have our stuff, right?
Yes.
When you were in the rooms with the women, there was some thought that perhaps you were in the women's rooms,
No, just watching, touching.
watching, touching
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, touching yourself. Okay.
Oh no, just watching them.
Watching
Not,
them.
and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark struggles to get his story straight, and the officer isn't buying it.
I wasn't even sure if she was a woman. To be honest with you. Like,
Nigga, what? You bust in that room willing to touch nigga feet, bro? Come on, bro.
No, I just went in there.
That could have been nigga feet. You just decided there.
Just, like I
Well,
said, wanting to, you know.
And Mark, this is the part where let's just be honest with each other, okay? I don't
Yeah.
think that you went into a random room. I don't think that you're into guys' feet.
No.
That's
I'm
what
going to
I'm
be honest
saying.
with you. I don't
Yeah.
think you're into guys' feet.
Yeah.
So I think that you probably knew that it was a woman, and I'm not judging you, okay?
Actually,
But
honestly, I
just-
really didn't know. Like, because it was so dark. I didn't.
so did you just randomly start checking doors and find one that's unlocked, or what?
Yeah.
How many times do you recall doing that? Obviously, I know the answer, but I'm going to see if you can be honest with me. How many times do you recall doing that?
Didn't.
Going into a woman's room, rubbing her feet and her legs, or trying to.
This is the only first time I've done it like
Right.
there.
Mark's heavy emphasis on the word there is troubling to say the least, and begs the question, was it really his first time?
When you were up in Tahoe, I understand that.
Yeah.
How many times while you were there?
Nigga, you are the notorious feet toucher, and you got away with it
Just
too.
twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you try to get into another room, but the door was locked?
No.
There was actually 3 times.
Just once that I went in.
Okay.
For the one that was open.
This would turn out to be a lie. Mark may have been stopped due to one.
me pull up my
locked door,
eyebrows
but
so this
it
nigga
did
can see
little
I'm
to slow
judging
him
him.
down as he brazenly broke into not one but 2 other rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went in the ones that
Yeah.
were open. Okay. So 2 times, and then only went in the ones that were open.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this nigga was in the cut, walking around, checking to see what was unlocked.
Well, unfortunately, you kind of hit the nail on the head. Going into a woman's room
Yeah.
without their permission, touching them without their permission, that's a crime. I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah. I don't know why I would do it. Like I said, it's like stupid.
No, I hear you. I hear you what you're saying, and it sounds to me like this is something that you've been kind of battling
Yeah, go ahead, battle that shit in prison. Nigga.
Yeah.
You
sometime.
need prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Are
been a
your
while.
are your parents aware of the struggle that you
They
had?
are.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they know what you did in Tahoe? Did
Yeah.
you tell them?
They do.
Okay. When did you tell them?
Well, they found out. I didn't tell them.
Oh,
They found out.
how did they find out?
My sister told them, you know, hey, there's this thing going on over there.
And then they figured
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, because
Through the
my
news.
past. Yeah.
Nigga, you're a notorious feet tickler.
Yeah.
So your sister saw the news?
Yeah.
Kind of called you out on it?
Kind of. Yeah.
Well, why don't you call me? Well, why you make me drive all the way here? Why don't you call me? Come on now.
Scared.
I know, I get it. I
Yeah.
get it. And I understand where you're coming from.
I know his ass couldn't handle. He could not talk to this nigga like this. He was like, "You a freaky bastard," some shit like that.
To be held accountable for your crimes.
Motherfucker, you're a freak ass. Look, he getting behind him right now.
Okay.
I do appreciate your honesty. Thanks for the conversation. I think that goes a long way to speak to the kind of man that you are.
Yeah.
A lot of guys would just stand here and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The discussion between Mark and Officer Jenkins is far from over, as he has more jaw-dropping confessions to share. In the meantime, Mark's father has seen the handcuffs go on and has finally decided to get closer to the situation.
Dad's coming up behind you. Do you want me to inform your dad of what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Hugo. Hi. So he informs me that he's already spoken with you about the things that he did in Tahoe.
What he did?
While Mark's father claims to be unaware of the events, what he says next reveals he knows more than he's letting on.
So he entered the rooms of multiple women. So I have a warrant for his arrest. There's 4 different charges. 2 are burglary, which is a felony in the state of Nevada.
Which he didn't steal anything.
It doesn't matter. Burglary is not stealing.
Burglary in the state of Nevada is defined as entering any structure with the intent to commit larceny, assault, battery, or any other felony once inside.
Touching another person's body against their will is a battery. Okay?
Okay.
So that's included in the statute of burglary. Okay? And then battery and attempted battery. So there's 4 different charges. I'm sorry to, sounds like he's been
Nigga, you don't get no fucks. Look at here.
struggling with this for quite some time. So unfortunately, I believe he's escalating a little bit. I know he's already seeing a counselor, is what he told me, but he hasn't in a minute. Maybe we need to revisit that. But that's what's going on. So he just asked that I kind of fill you in, and so I wanted to fill you in.
I kind of noticed that when you were talking, you were trying to get him to admit something like a type of charge, like something that has to do with.
No, he has priors here. I don't know if you're aware of his history with Atwater Police Department or Merced County Sheriff's Office. He has prior contacts, and during those contacts, their cases, there was some information given to me that maybe he had been after taking some women's shoes or touching himself.
According to the Atwater Police Department, Mark
Nigga, you was gooning on the shoes.
was
Damn, bro,
suspected of
fuck.
stealing women's shoes from porches and garages in his neighborhood, leading to one sergeant giving him the nickname the Shoe Bandit. But this won't be the only shoe-related incident, as a report will reveal later.
I do think that he has a fetish that's kind of got the better of him, and he's having some decision-making issues, and it's escalating. We're going from looking at feet, looking at shoes, stealing some shoes, and now we're touching people and breaking into their rooms, right?
While Mark waits in handcuffs, the second unit Officer Schultz requested has still not arrived.
Hey, it's Schultz from the Douglas County again. Hey, just want to let you know we're code 4 with one in custody. Could one of your units transport him for us, or do we need to transport him to your facility? There's a 20-plus ETA. We're 14 minutes out from the facility. We want to just go.
Yeah, I can just take it. You want to just put him in the front?
Up with you, and then I'll ride by.
Yeah, that sounds good.
While letting a suspect sit in the front seat beside the arresting officer is unusual, it's the following conversation that takes place between the two that will surely raise a few eyebrows.
You're not going to attack me while I drive, right? No. Well, you say that, but I've had people attack me while I was driving, so I just want to make sure that that's not a deal. No, you've been a perfect gentleman, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
He think it's gonna be some manga, nigga. This ain't no anime fault, nigga.
Left at the stop sign.
Left?
Left.
All right, you be my driver. He's promised he's not going to attack me while I'm driving.
Of course, why would they do that?
I don't know. People do silly things.
As the
You
conversation
might as well try to rest before you hit the prison cell, nigga.
continues, the questions from Officer Jenkins
You said you didn't see if it was women or nigga feet. You gonna see a lot of nigga feet in jail.
veer more and more into deeply unsettling territory.
If the women had woken up, did you have a plan as to what you were going to do after that?
Just the same day.
Just winging it?
Yeah.
Did you have a thought or a fantasy of how it might go in your mind?
No, not really. Yeah.
Did it bother
This
you
nigga
at
really
all
just did
that,
on the whim.
like, they were sleeping next to their husband?
Disturbingly, in
I would have beat, bro. I'm throwing up the cover, nigga, so quick. I'm jumping out the bed, nigga, head first. Come back in, punch you in your head just like niggas crush your skull.
both
You
instances,
niggas are crazy.
the women were not alone. When one victim nudged her husband awake,
Come
he
on,
reported
man.
seeing a shadowy figure at the foot of their bed.
Just like
After
this.
shouting at the unknown person, he then chased him through the sliding door, but lost sight of him shortly after.
I guess not specifically the husband, but that they were next to someone. Did that have anything to do with it? But I guess was it more exciting for you that way because it was a little more scary? Or
No, it's just the same.
so what part of it was exciting for you? Was it the entering the room secretly? Was it the actual feet and legs and being able to touch them? Or what was the most
Probably just
exciting
the
thing
feet.
for you?
Yeah, the feet and legs. Yeah.
Is
Not
there,
entering or nothing like that.
is there a particular type of feet or legs that you like?
Not really. Probably just like ones that are nice, you know, nicely groomed. And like, you know, I don't know.
Is it women's feet, men's feet, all
Just
feet?
women's feet.
Just
Yeah,
women's feet?
yeah.
Okay.
Nah, nigga, I thought you said you ain't know, bro. I thought you, bro.
I
You
can't
like nigga
honestly
feet.
say I've ever watched it. What would foot consist of?
Just doing it with the feet is all
Okay.
it is. It's not. It's nothing big.
So like with feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just that.
All right. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I've tried it.
How'd it go?
Good.
Oh, you enjoyed it?
Yeah.
With a consenting partner?
Yeah. That, I mean, I guess that would help me out. Like, you know.
If you had a consenting
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah.
The officer's line of questioning is far from over, and there's still one important question about his behavior she has yet to ask.
Do you think you'll be able to stop? I mean, honestly.
If I have a partner, maybe. Yeah, of course.
Have you been in like a committed relationship
No.
where that was a thing?
No.
So you're not sure?
Nigga, so how you got that? How you, what you?
No. I've never actually like done that, like dated or anything like that,
Okay.
or like you looked for, you know, like
You like Chris Griffin, low key.
So just had encounters?
yeah. Right now, what I'm doing is actually buying the shoes from the woman online, and that's kind of coping with my problem.
Okay.
After his identity in this case was revealed to the public, one woman came forward with a troubling story about an interaction with Mark on the website OfferUp.com. The truth of the matter has not been verified, and the statements made by this individual only reflect their opinion. According to her statement, Mark was interested in purchasing a pair of high-heeled shoes from her, but first requested she put the shoes on and take pictures of her feet. She refused and immediately ceased all communication with him. 9 other postings on his seller profile showed that Mark was attempting to sell or give away various pairs of women's sandals, flip-flops, and high heels, which may be what prompts Officer Jenkins to ask the following question.
Is there a particular type of shoe that you like?
Open-toed shoes.
Okay.
Anything open-toed.
So that
I'm
show
not
the
into
feet?
like the closed-toed or anything like that.
Okay. All right. So you got to be able to see the feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had the compulsion to hurt
No.
feet or anything like that? Or did you have any thought of hurting the women when you were
No.
touching their feet and legs?
No.
Okay.
Finally arriving at the Merced Police Department,
Nigga, look, this is Chris Griffin, bro.
the officers prepare to take Mark in for
No, look at this nigga feet. No.
processing. Ironically, a routine procedure will end up giving Mark a taste of his own medicine.
Lift up the bottom of your feet so I can see the bottom? Yeah. Separate your toes for me? Perfect. Relax.
While it's impossible to know what Mark
know he
may have
felt
been
like a
planning
bitch
to
just
do
now.
next, it's clear that his unsettling obsession was taking a dangerous turn. Shortly after his arrest in Atwater, California, Mark Anthony Gonzalez was extradited to Nevada to face charges where the crimes occurred. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of felony burglary and was sentenced to 20 years in prison. In addition, Mark was ordered to pay the family's arrest.
This nigga got 20 years for touching feet, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to. It's well deserved. But I'm saying this nigga really went to jail on a whim for breaking in and touching feet. Like, this nigga really did that shit.
Restitution in the amount of $435. He was later transferred back to his home state, where he remains incarcerated at the Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and State Prison in Corcoran, California. He will be eligible for parole no sooner than February of 2032.
Hey, shit. Keep your head down. Hope you don't get out. Catch your boys, though. Yes, stay up.